Welcome back to Full Circle with Mikali. How are you doing? This is our Wednesday edition, and we are talking matters women, money, and investments. And this just ties in closely with the conversation we just had with Helen right here in studio. And remember, you can be a part of the conversations. You can send in your questions, 111 That is our SMS line. Find us on social media, Switch TV KE, on Instagram, Switch TV Kenya, on Facebook. It's time for Money Circle. And having this conversation with us is a woman I love to see on this set because she brings wisdom, a lot of it. And having her talk about this is just beautiful. Terry Gathoni, welcome to the show.
Thank you, thank you.
Always lovely.
I love being in this show.
And, you know, I would see you listening into the conversation we were having earlier with Helen as you were seated in studio.
Yes.
And it ties in with this because she was a woman in a relationship, in a marriage that sort of at some point did not allow her to be empowered.
Yes.
That even the merry-go-round of 2020 shillings, she was told that is not a thing that we do in this family. You wait, whatever I bring is what you take. Mimi nikikupatia uchukue. Lakini hela za merry-go-round is a no-no. So when you talk about women and money and investments, I don't know even where to begin with this. Does it come naturally for us, or because tulianza later than the guys, then we have a bit of catching up to do?
It depends. I think I'm trying to analyze even like the situation of this lady.
Yes.
There's what we call the childhood traumas.
Yes.
So it's like a cycle, and if we don't break, like she has said, the man had childhood trauma, so he's transferred it to himself and most likely to his children.
Yeah.
So if we don't break, it will continue. So we'll be left behind.
Yes.
Because even his children will behave the same way. So it's,
Now they won't.
Now they won't, yes.
Yes.
I'm so happy that
Yes,
she
she-
realized that
Yes.
early enough, and she's now moving on.
Yeah.
We need to, pick it up that we all have God-given gifts. As a man, usishike somebody else not to move on.
Yeah.
Free the person. If you have suffered the childhood traumas, work on it so that as you're entering marriage, as you're bringing people into your life, you don't have that baggage. So you bring in a generation that accepts to empower everyone, the boy, the girl. Yeah, so that way we are going to keep moving forward.
That is so true. I would say that we've, as women and even the youth, that we've really improved when it comes to matters investment. We see more and more women getting into this space. Do you have an idea of what the statistics look like? Are we still going up over the last couple of years? How is the market looking like?
According to a Forbes research that was done, is it last year? The male investors are at 67%, female investors are at 30%. And I believe if we continue educating, believing in ourselves, having the confidence, the figures are going to continue moving up. Because it all comes, why women don't invest is about confidence. And you see, you may have confidence being trashed by either your spouse, your parent, yourself, your friends. So if we work on it, the figures are moving up. And I'm glad when I even go to talk with ladies and they're like, yeah, I don't have now the fear. So in the next like 10 years, men, watch out. That's what I can say.
But what opportunities are there for women? Maybe you can just break them down for us. What opportunities are there in terms of, women saving? We saw the round merry-go-rounds zilianza tu na wanawake.
Yes.
And the table banking and all of that. What other opportunities are there for women who feel like they do not have enough and they think investments are for women who have a lot of money? So mimi kama niko pale nyumbani, what opportunities are there for me too? And what skills should I learn?
The most paramount skill is the self-discipline.
Okay.
That
is
one,
true.
I think there's nothing much, you've got to work on it. Such that when you get your money, look at the future. And I say the future is not 5-10 years, it is tomorrow. So can you have that, can you normalize saving? Don't have that impulse buying. Jaribu tu, you know, you're like, no, today, actually there was a lady we were talking with, a very good friend of mine, and I was telling her, when you enter the supermarket, okay, you had gone to buy maybe 2-3 items.
Yes.
You just look at you continue picking, because she was telling me she's a shopper.
Shopaholic.
Yes. You put them in the trolley.
Yes.
And when you're going out to pay, take another one. I pity the attendants. Take another one.
God.
Pick what you're supposed to. As you got in, what were you to buy?
So I've gotten the thrill of picking everything that I want, but I won't pay for it.
Don't pay for it. And then you have your calculator. Calculate how much money you have saved for that particular shopping, and immediately put it in a lock savings account. Luckily, we have M-Shwari, the lock savings account, or even if you have a fixed account, push it there immediately, because you had the money, you'd have spent on it, but a second thought has made you not to do that. And then remember, Terry is selling land.
Yes.
So please, you're going to buy land from me.
Yes.
So with that way, she was telling me she's been able to save over 100,000 based on that method.
Okay.
So it's just this thing of cultivating the self-discipline. Then surround yourself with people who are talking big. And talking big doesn't, not talking air. It is talking big and are taking action. Because you'll go to somewhere and they're talking about, just spending, going on holiday 3-4 times a year, buying electronics, buying equipment, having your house very expensively furnished. It is okay. But I always say, for you to be a great investor, you have to have delayed gratification.
That is true.
So surround yourself with people who are like-minded. You have an issue with this, spending without saving for investment. So you'll get yourself, today you're like, you guys have been able to save like 10,000. I've been able to save even like 20 bob. It is okay. If these guys of the Boda have managed to do it, who are you not to manage? Yes.
So surround yourself with people who talk big, who have the same vision as you, people who will guide you and hold you accountable.
Yes.
And self-discipline is key. When it comes to opportunities, circles and stuff like that, is it something that you would recommend?
Yes, furthermore, your money is safe. It is okay. Because even like these circles, you get, you get dividends, and the dividends are good. Then also, just the saving culture. Every month, you're supposed to take in something every month. Others is even through the check-off system. So if you're still trying to cultivate the self-discipline, the check-off system for those who are employed is very good. If you're in employment like me and the other business entrepreneurs, it is okay. Just immediately you calculate your profit before you think of spending, even buying yourself, household items. 20% allocate it to saving. Apply the 20 rule of saving. 20%.
20% of all the money that you make.
Of all the money you make. You'll come a time you'll enjoy. When you take it to investing, investing is all about having money make more money. So if you've saved 20% and I always say saving is not an investment.
No.
So accumulate this money so that you're able to buy property or any other investment vehicle there is, so that it grows this money. Again, based on the inflation, if you just save, it's eating into your saving. So look for an investment vehicle and invest. So you'll get in the next even 10 years, your money can even have doubled or tripled. So what you thought you're missing out, you'll actually enjoy it effortlessly. There's a certain group of ladies I met. They've now retired, and I'm telling you the beautiful stories they're giving you. I'm like, okay, no, next, why it's not for COVID? That's now their talk. Why it's not for COVID? We need to have taken our quarterly trip, and they don't do anything less of business class.
Wow.
anything less of 5-star hotel wherever
Yes.
they go. But when you hear their journey, they did, that what I call delayed gratification. Yeah. So
it is all up to you for you to be able to do that. When we talk about investment, and I like that you've talked about, land, but then land is long term in terms of if you buy it today, it will not give you a lot of money, maybe a few months later.
Yes.
What are when you differentiate in terms of investments and the investments that they can get into za haraka haraka na zengine zenye zina take a bit longer? What would be
but
the
I also want to
options?
tell you,
Yes.
a tree does not grow within
That is true.
an year.
That is
So-
true. That is true.
So we have money market, but I also don't. Okay, for me, I've specialized in real estate.
Yes.
So
In that spectrum, then what would it look like?
okay, there's what you can buy the land.
Yes.
And you see, this land doesn't have to be, have that information of where people are going, so that you buy the land when the price is not high.
Ah, okay.
Then now, give yourself some time. And it may not even be so much time, because when you do this small saving, you'll be able to do something. Then develop this land. And when I say develop, when you see high-rise buildings, they cost to a tune of even 30 million.
Yes.
But you don't have to have this 30 million at a go. Start with a single room. Do it as a shop. Tomorrow, the next space, do another one. And I know practically people who've done it. Not that now this is hearsay, theoretical, no. So when you get like even 5,000 on this one room, this is now permanent. Tomorrow, another 5,000, depending on your location.
Yes.
So you get yourself going increasing these rooms. Eventually, you own a whole floor. Okay. This was not money you had.
No.
So don't be so quick to jump and
to
use
just
it.
enjoy it.
Try now, go increasing. Let me tell you, within 5 or so years, from when now you start, you will not believe that you own 3-4 floors. Then now it goes building. You see, that's the beauty of investing, is that it goes building your portfolio. What you had this time, next year will be higher than what you had this year.
Yes.
So first, let's be patient. Let's be patient. When you see these quick schemes, it is also very quick to lose your money.
That is true.
So let us normalize being patient with investing.
Okay.
And just like I've said, a tree doesn't grow within 1 year. So also, when we come to, there's a difference between saving and investing. Yeah. So the higher the returns, the longer that investment takes to build up.
Yes.
So the shorter, and that's why you'll get something like maybe shares, money market. The investment, the returns are not as high as land, but it can also be short term. And also, you can mix the portfolios.
Yeah.
You can mix them up.
I'm sure, Terry, you've been in the field for quite a bit.
Yes.
And as much as you've seen success stories, you've also seen some stories that did not go very well, probably because, I don't know. But with the percentages that you just shared earlier, the 67 and the 30%,
Yes.
what would you say are some of the things that hold women back in terms of investing and saving and growing, their empires?
One, if they are good savers, are women. If you just go to bank, maybe get the bank details right
Yes.
now, the highest savers are women. The only thing they don't do is they don't move forward to.
They want liquid money in
Investment.
their account.
It's okay, have that, we are good in wanting to caution,
Yes.
but let this money also work for you.
Okay.
Yeah, so have maybe like a cushion of 6 months in which you have that money in your account. Then after that, move your money to investing. Most of the people don't have confidence in investing. The fear of losing out. But let me tell you, Mwikali,
Yes.
when somebody now moves and start investing, the women are the best investors. So we only need to work on confidence and accepting to take the risk. The men, they are very good risk takers. Yeah, anakwambia, next week, you have land. Okay, let's meet next weekend.
See,
and
talk,
seal
do
the
business,
deal.
and that's it.
Women, they will view 30 pieces.
Bacon, halafu,
No,
barabara.
hata hawaoni
No,
hizo.
hawaoni-
Hawaoni hizo. Wao wanaona tu wanaangalia hivi, move to the next, then they don't make the decision.
Okay.
I met a lady, there's a group I was in last week, and she, we're laughing at it. She saved all the way to 2.5 billion.
Wow.
She was telling me I'm a very good saver. But on the particular day of spending the money, she thought I'll be conned. So she went and bought a vehicle. So she was telling me, oh, Terry, I wish I had met you. You'd have encouraged me to buy this land. Because I tell people it is so possible. And you know the vibration frequency that you send out. When you're thinking you'll be conned, you'll be conned.
You'll be conned, it's true.
But when you go out saying, I cannot be conned,
I will not
you
be
will
conned.
not be conned.
Yeah.
So that is the same thing. For me, I keep affirming myself. I'm the greatest investor. I will never be conned. I am a queen and I'll be treated as such.
Yes.
So that now, even when I meet this person who wants to con me, ananiangalia hivi anaona queen, how do you con a queen?
So we are fearful, we are cautionary, and we are great savers.
Yes.
But when it comes to investment, would you also probably mention something about what women do when it comes to doing their due diligence and finding up and following up? Do we delegate? Do we see this process is through, or what happens?
Now I don't know what happens also with them. They do not want, I don't know. They don't want to get tired, or this thing of self-confidence should be the issue, whereby that you get now maybe most of the people in the industry are men, so you'll get him telling you I'll do it for you. Huko kuna kazi mingi hiyo ya
kufanyia madam.
My friend,
babe girl, I want soft life.
No, it's not even difficult.
It's not difficult. That's the thing. We don't try.
Yes. And then even as we are going out to the land, I always tell people, dress accordingly so that you feel comfortable. If you dress with that, you have the shoe like
this my shoe won't.
You cannot even stand or walk,
Oh my goodness. So
you've got to start having the, self-confidence such that when you start a process, finish it. And then most of the people want to do due diligence after. Yeah, why?
Okay.
And then even the intimidation. I like, when a woman empowers herself, you start getting the self-confidence. Such that after you've bought the first one, unajipatanga ukisema, so it was this easy. So you moved on to the next and to the next. Actually, when a woman starts investing, she has now, that's what I call made it in life. And that's what I tell my friends, my clients. Having bought this first land, let me tell you, you will become a land buyer. You will become a landlord from today because they don't stop.
Yeah.
That's why I've told you in the next 10 years, women will be shining because I am really taking this opportunity to coach women, tell them, let's move forward. Take that leap of faith. And if you make a mistake anyway, you have an opportunity to rectify. But when you don't make a mistake, you don't even know the experience.
That is so true.
So you're just fearing
unknown things, and maybe that's where your victory is.
Yes.
Do we have a certain age that is taking the risk, and do we have a certain age that then they are okay with their 2.5 M in their account and not doing anything about it?
The ladies around, below 50, I think, there's an awakening they have, that, why not? But now, again, as you near your retirement, your risk-taking, even ability lowers. Because you're like, if I make a mistake, it's a do or die.
Yeah.
So let's start early. Immediately you get employed, I always say enjoy your salary. Go wherever you wanted to go. Then after that, do the 20 rule. 20% aside, 20% aside. And with that, in the now we are talking of the next 10 years, you'll be the success stories of what we are looking for.
Yeah.
And it's so possible.
It is possible.
It is.
So, what would be your advice as we come to this to the end of this conversation? What would be your parting shot and maybe words of encouragement to women who are tuned in this morning, and even how you have all these beautiful seminars happening? Are they invited? Do you have something coming up?
I'm working on something for from next year, where I'll keep involving the women, having them on board, physical, and also I realize women like this one-on-one.
Yes.
So that we keep encouraging women to move forward.
Yes.
And even for those who can't join, I do these Zoom meetings.
Yes.
Yeah, come in and let us discuss. Let me encourage you, because me, if there's anything I do, I believe in myself.
Yes.
So start by believing in yourself. Have positive thoughts. I always say positive thoughts will always lead to the feelings, which will lead to action, and then it will lead to great results.
Okay.
So start believing in yourself, and that will be the first step. After that, things will be easy. And don't keep your money in the account. Can you come and make decision?
Yes.
Don't keep roaming, looking at properties. Make the decision to buy.
Okay.
Yeah, and come to me. I will take you through the steps even of due diligence.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Okay.
usually say, if others have made it, why not
Why
you?
not you?
Yes.
And how can people get in touch with you, Terry? Now that you've directed us there.
Yes. My number is 0721 552 820, and I'm a company. I'm a director of the company Property Hall Investment Limited, and my Facebook page Property Hall Investment, Instagram the same, and also my personal profile Terry Nganga.
Yes.
And let's keep chatting. Let me keep encouraging you, but also take the step.
Okay.
Yes, it's not about encouragement, you go and sleep.
No.
Encouragement and taking the step.
Okay.
I have people who've made it. I have role models, and I know even me, I'm a mentor to many. I tell them, yeah, I'm a lady. I'm making it. Watch this space 5 years from now. And you'll tell me if that's not the lady who was talking.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Self-confidence is key. Treat yourself as the queen, and they will treat you the same way. If you kitokelezea hapo ni kama uko sure, who am I? Then they will tell you who you are. And that can be anything. So you dictate how you are addressed. We're going to take a very short commercial break. We will be right back.